Welcome back. Here we are, back in the home, cooking for you. This is going to be our last edition of Wok'd from Home, our summer edition. We've had some great fun. The trouble is the director and camerawoman has to go back to work. She's got films to go on to, which they're calling her for, so she has to go back. And I have to go and open our restaurants and get back involved in what we do and what we do best. First, I must say a big thank you to all of you guys for all the love you've shown us, all the stuff that you've done for us, all that great cooking, those beautiful dishes that you've sent me, pictures you've tagged me in. It's been brilliant to see all the fantastic cooking that you're doing and how good you're making these recipes at home. So what I'm going to do now is show you our ingredients, because we started with katsu many weeks ago in episode 1, but now we're going to finish on our naked katsu, which is a lighter version of our curry katsu. So let's get into the ingredients. Curry katsu sauce, you guys know this recipe, we showed you all those weeks ago. You've probably been making it loads and loads of time, but just to run through it quickly again: ginger, garlic, bit of onion, red, white, really doesn't matter, some turmeric, some mild curry powder, bit of soy, bit of sugar, flour. That's our sauce. That's what we're going to make. Once we've made our sauce, we're going to cook some rice. I've washed off some jasmine rice. That's what I'm going to use today. So we've let that rest, as in washed it, let it sit in water for about 10 minutes, drained it, let it go dry, and then we're going to put it in some nice boiling water and cook up some nice fluffy rice. Our garnishes are going to be edamame, grated carrots, and some salad leaves. And of course, our beautiful red pickles, which you can buy at most good supermarkets. And what I've cheated on now, I've actually made the dressing already, but you know what goes in that. You know the shallots are in there, the rice wine vinegar, the soy, the tomato ketchup, and just blitz it up together. Follow the recipe in the book and it comes out like that every single time. Great recipe. So let's get our rice in. So that's, like I said, been stoked, goes into some boiling water. Obviously a lot of hungry mouths to feed. Then put the lid on, bring that to a boil, and then we're going to turn it onto a simmer for about 10-12 minutes. A little bit of olive oil going into our pan, because all we're going to do is going to sweat those onions off with the ginger and the garlic. So plenty of oil in there. Our beautiful garlic, ginger and onion in there, start sweating down, and my little spoon is back. My fave spoon. As you can see, we've got some chicken stock, some coconut milk to go in after, but I'll talk to you a bit more about that as we start adding the bits in. So first, let's get in our ginger, our garlic and our onion, and we're going to sweat all that down. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients. We've just sweated all that down so it's lovely and soft. So we're going to start adding our curry powder, which is mild. Again, if you want hot, you can use hot. You can just change up slightly. That's our turmeric going in. And what we're going to do is get all this starting to release its flavour. So we just stir this in. And we're going to let that sit on there and cook out for 5-10 minutes before we start adding stock, which I've got here, which is chicken stock. But again, you can use a good veg stock if you like, and then we finish it off with our coconut milk and all our seasonings. Now, our flour, which forms our roux, which we talked about last time. I know it was so many weeks ago, but I know you've all perfected katsu curry sauce. And then we just stir this in as well. Just going to start letting that cook out. Now let's add some stock. Like I said, I'm using chicken stock. So as you start incorporating your stock in, the roux is starting to thicken your sauce. But the lumps will start to go, and then you've got those little bit of onion and ginger and garlic in there, so that might be a little bit lumpy in there, but it's fine. Now we're going to add our coconut milk. So a little bit at a time, depending how much coconut milk you want in it, how creamy you want it. Just mix that in, and then we let this cook out for a good 10-15 minutes. Just make sure the flavours are getting in there. So to season our curry katsu, I'm going to add some soy sauce. And I've added about just over a teaspoon. So I've added my soy. Just needs a little bit of sugar. And we put in there sugar to taste, so you don't need loads, but you need to just balance that salt level of your soy out with a little bit of sugar. And it gives it that lovely finishing touch to the taste. Let's put the dish together. We've got our curry sauce, our rice is cooked, we've just got to cook our chicken. Our edamame is blanched, so I'm just going to drain it off with the hot water that's in there, blanching it off quickly. Then I'm going to start cooking our chicken. So let's get some chicken strips into our medium sort of wok. Now I know the person I'm cooking for, obviously the camera lady, is quite hungry, so put a bit of chicken in there. You now need a little bit of katsu. Not a small amount, just to cook that chicken and give it all its flavour. So just going to let that reduce. Chicken's just finishing off. Our rice is beautifully just sat in its pot. A fresh grated carrot on the side. Lovely blanched edamame beans. Chicken, which is now that sauce is just reduced down a bit, it's just coating that chicken beautifully. And then we're going to just put this, just turn that bowl, just put this just there on the side. A little bit of our dressing over our leaves. Now, it wouldn't be right not to serve a little bit of the katsu sauce on the side, so you can add more or less. And there it is. As you can see, a beautiful plate of food. Our naked katsu. I've got to say, it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to cook with you and for you, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as me and my wife sometimes enjoy it, because I'm probably not the easiest person in the world to work with, but we've really enjoyed doing some of this food for you, and hopefully you've enjoyed it at home with your families and everything. So enjoy this one, and I'll see you really soon.